The Unexpected. Chapter 1. Leona. Yes. I made it. And our valedictorian for this year 2021 goes to. Everyone waited in anticipation for the best student to be announced. A valedictorian is the student with the highest rank of the entire graduating class. The honor is traditionally based on grade point average and credits taken. A person with the highest grades in all the subjects is considered as a valedictorian. It was the day of graduation and I'm just excited as everyone here. After years of schooling, I'm finally completing. Rhoda and I said silent prayers and smiled hopefully at each other. I and my friend, Rhoda, has always wished for the title and we've always worked hard for it. Though I'm glad to be a first-class student, my family will be much happier if my name should be mentioned. I'm Leona Grand, the second child and the only daughter my mom gave birth to before passing on. My dad got remarried to Tasha and they had 3 children, all girls. So in all, we are a family of 7, 4 girls and 1 boy. I'm from a lower-class family, not rich at all. My dad is a fashion designer but his business was not doing all too well since all the money was invested into my education. Having a jobless stepmom made it worse because the burden was on dad alone. The other 3 girls dropped out of elementary school while my eldest brother, Raymond, only completed high school. So you can imagine, I was an investment to my family since all the earnings went into my education. My family is being forced to live a moderate and simple lifestyle all because of my education. For that, I'll always be indebted to all members. I'm not the normal teenage girl who chats and gossips about boys all the time. My life was totally different, that is, mentally, psychologically, physically and emotionally. My red platinum hair was overgrown because I had no time to trim it at the salon and it was almost below my butt anytime I lose it. Other than that, it was always wrapped on my head. I was under the no boyfriend policy and my dad always make sure that I wasn't seen around any of them. Even though I was 19 years, I had no time to apply makeups or wear beautiful clothes. I was always cladded in faded denim trousers with faded hoodies. Well, let's say all the few clothes I had were all faded because of excessive use. Being a future breadwinner, or should I say, caretaker or heir, whichever way, it wasn't an easy task. I was always the serious type, always locked up indoors with my books. All I do is read and read. I was a first-class nerd, only that I don't make use of those ugly spectacles. I only come out to eat and go back. Throughout my high school I had no friend. I always walk alone despite that. My grades kept me popular since I was always awarded the best student. It was in college that I met Rhoda. She was from an extremely wealthy family and I don't know why she would befriend a church mouse like me. Anyways, I'm still glad she's my friend and I like her a lot. After graduation, I have to look for a good work with a handsome pay so that I can take over responsibility and repay my dad, send my half-sisters back to school and also help my brother to college. It wouldn't have been me if my brother had done well in high school. I'm glad that he always supports me in any way he could. My stepmom, Tasha, was quite a headache and her 3 girls are also something else. Especially the eldest who's called Elsie. I don't blame either of them. All the same, I'm glad my half-sisters made it to my graduation. My dad and Tasha couldn't come because they prefer watching it on the TV. I looked around and admired the beautiful academic gowns we were wearing. I can't wait to throw my cap out into the air. And the valedictorian goes to none other than our very own Miss Leona Grand. The mixed voice brought me back from the thinking I was doing. The whole graduates cheered and chanted my name wildly. I couldn't believe it. I looked over at Rhoda and she smiled and nodded. My eyes darted to the gold medal and I just teared up. Oh Lord! I made it! The cheering was so loud that I can imagine my father doing a victory dance back home. With this award, I don't need to go searching for work because the government is gonna employ me instantly. I jumped up happily and muttered why yes. Kindly come forward, Miss Grant, the mix said. I began walking to the stage, but as I walked, I suddenly felt dizzy. I tried to keep my eyes open to walk, but it was difficult, but I somehow managed to the stage. Upon getting there, I didn't know what happened and everything suddenly went blank. The guests of my lectures and my colleagues were the last thing I heard. What are we expecting to see in this story? How will the storyline look like? Keep following. Asterisk, watch out for next episode asterisk. If you want me to continue, like and comment. Thanks for listening to the Bravonovel audiobook. Welcome to download the Bravonovel app. Read the novel The Unexpected online and get the latest updates.